Hello and welcome back to me fighting Dark Madeline with the power of hug. Ow. With the power of hugs and my Dune. It's a surprisingly useful combination. Yeah, that's just the kind of episode it's gonna be, huh? And again, every episode is like that. Like, do you guys think there'll ever be an episode that's not like that? Do you think I'll ever manage it? Will I ever be truly good at video games? Probably not. And honestly, if I become that good at video games, this channel will probably be less funny. There's a feather back there, and I should have gone for it. That's the kind of day it is, huh? Where I'm gonna, after making it through a section, then just repeatedly die on that same section. Yeah, that's right. What now? You got nothing, evil lady. You got nothing on me. Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah, I definitely want to go for the things first. That way that feather will respawn by the time I get thrown back. Oh, I can't go backwards. Okay then. That is good information. Whoops. Anyway, I have to say that, like, it's really cool how open games have been about, like, having characters who have these kinds of problems. That didn't used to be the case. It used to be that the majority of the popular games, at least, were about effectively paragons, characters who are better than any human could ever be. And it's nice to see that change. Like, and it's not, like, a super bad thing for most characters to be, you know, really good. Like, that's not a bad thing. I don't think the world needs a huge influx of anti-heroes or anything. But it is nice to see more characters who have notable flaws in games. And I think part of that's that, like, you know, games are still getting used to being able to deliver a more complicated narrative. Because for a while, we couldn't, you know? Games really were limited to a simpler narrative, for the most part. There were always exceptions, like, you know, and I think it's interesting to look at how those exceptions are now some of the most famous games of that era. Take Earthbound and Final Fantasy VI. Two of the most beloved and remembered games of the SNES era, and let me tell you, it was not for their gameplay. Like, while their gameplay wasn't bad, it wasn't anything new either. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't new in any real way. I don't know why I went up instead of down. It was a weird decision on my part. I missed a thing. I may as well just die. But but those games gave a very different kind of narrative. And so they were remembered. I think it was Super Mario RPG that, you know, for the SNES, that was the first time Bowser wasn't unilaterally the bad guy. Which is a theme we've seen in a lot of Mario games since then on the titles that are more focused on actually having a story than other titles are in the series. You know, you don't see Bowser being the good guy and things like Odyssey and stuff like that, because those are fundamentally not games that are about story. Sure, they have a plot, and they have dialogue, but fundamentally Odyssey is about having fun with your hat. And all the cool platforming and the exploring and all of that. Like, that's fundamentally what that game is about, and it's phenomenal at that. Darn it, I was so close. But you know, it's a matter of the focus of a game. And that's what those games are about. I don't know why I just went right at her there. That was a foolish decision. It's okay. It's okay. I've got this. I've got this. Look, watch this. I'm gonna get it this run. Everything is going to go great for me. I'm gonna dodge everything. Nothing's gonna hit me. I don't know why I landed on those spikes. Would have been funnier if it'd taken just a half second longer for it to happen, because then I would have said nothing's gonna hit me and then landed on the spikes, instead of it being right in the middle of me saying it. I did not expect it to respawn then. I was getting ready to... Why'd I do that? Okay, okay, this is the run. This right here, this is the run. Where I'm going to take a completely different way for no apparent reason. Had no reason to do that whatsoever. It was a weird decision. Okay, okay. Just gotta focus. This is the run. So, like, have you ever thought about how little you actually eat pancakes? I wouldn't have, but my roommate and I, when we moved into our apartment, which, by the way, we've known each other, like, since kindergarten, so, like, we're pretty good friends and all that. We got some syrup from Costco. And it looked good, and it was cheap. And we will never, ever get through it, because do you realize how little you eat pancakes? Do you realize how little you eat pancakes and waffles and other things that you would use syrup on? Because I didn't realize how little I ate them until I bought a giant thing of syrup, and it's still here well over a year later. I dream that one day we'll get through it. I don't think it'll happen, though. Part of the problem is that, like, we don't always feel like having that syrup when we're having waffles or pancakes, because it's a flavored one. it's like strawberry syrup or something. And so we have regular syrup too, so sometimes we use the regular syrup, and it's nowhere near in danger of going bad, because it's syrup, and syrups taste good for a long time, which is the only saving grace in this situation. But like, still, it's like we have this syrup, and it's just... it's gonna be in our fridge forever. I'm gonna convince my roommate to take it with him when he moves out, because he finishes college first, so he'll be moving away first. So I'm gonna convince him to take it. Assuming that I can successfully convince him to take it. That's what I'm hoping for. That he will take the syrup, because we are not going through it. And I don't even like waffles and pancakes that much. As breakfast goes, they're pretty good, but I don't tend to eat breakfast in the first place. Or if I do, it's something quick like a granola bar or a bowl of cereal. Not something that, like, even doing Eggos is more effort than I really care to put in for breakfast. If I'm gonna have more than that for breakfast, I'm more likely to go get it from a restaurant somewhere than I am to make it myself. Unlike how I am with dinner. With dinner and lunch, I'll make myself food. And I actually really like cooking those kinds of food. No! Darn it! I was so close! Okay. I was almost there. And that means this is the run. Okay. Maybe that one wasn't the run, but this one definitely will be, right? Like, there's no way this isn't the run. Okay. Okay, look. So, I was wrong the last time. And the several times before that. But this one is it. This one that I started right now is definitely the one I was referring to, and not the one where I died right after saying this is it. I was actually referring to this one. Just want to make sure that that's clear. And by this one, I meant the one I just started, not the one where I died. And by this one, I definitely meant this one. What? Well, I hit the spikes instead of her. Game! How could you do me like this? Okay, so this time the game won't interfere, and I will get it on this run that I'm starting right now. That was just a test run. This is the actual run, where in which I will make it. No! I was clearly just testing you to see if you would realize that that was not the actual run, because it's this one. It's not until you have to take these tight turns that you realize how bad the turn radius on the feather is. Like it's not absolutely terrible, but like, you gotta take them turns wide sometimes. And it's like, it feels like it should be instant, but it's not. Man, most of this video is this screen. A significant portion of this video is me just saying that this is the run, which it is, just so we're all clear. Yeah, this right here, this is the run. I was just testing you again. This is the actual run. What was that? I fell to my death while in feather form. That kill line's a little close there, game. Okay, here we go. I'm in focus mode because this is the run. There's no way that this is not the run. This right here is the run. Okay, we are going to die. But here we are, we're starting the run. This is it. About to win. That's just so saddening. Like, this run bit aside, I had it, and I dashed a little too high up, and that's just, I didn't even consider that projectile. Didn't even occur to me that I could hit it. So that's just saddening. But it's okay, because after all, this is the run. The practice run, that is. This is the actual run here. You know, one of these days, I'm not gonna choke at the very end. But today is maybe not that day. No, I can do this. I believe in myself. I believe in myself and my dream. The world, God only knows, gives me strength. I accidentally took that feather and killed myself. I have the power of anime and God on my side. And yes, I'm aware I quoted that wrong. That was the joke. Thank you. Well, that's right, Madeline. I have the power of God and anime on my side, and you will get hugged. There is no avoiding this hug, Madeline. Evil Madeline. Good Madeline is going to hug you, or normal Madeline? Not sure I'd call her good Madeline, you know? She's not any better than Madeline normally would be. There we go. I have hugged the evil Madeline, and that is all for this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.